Aw yeah, what's up YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome back to Pyrite Town. I should say, welcome back to my Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness adventure. We are here in Pyrite Town, and as we saw in the last episode, we got Trudley and Folly, some characters from the Pokémon Coliseum game. They're up to some nefarious deeds, perhaps. But anyways, we're here to do a little more exploring in this Pyrite Town, so what do we got here? What's in this building? Can I talk to this guy? I can't, seem to face the right direction. I'm Silva. I'm the operating manager of Pyrite Coliseum. Well, I'm manager in title only. I'm just filling in. Duking, the town's leader, discovered a place where wild Pokemon gather. Ever since then, he's been engrossed in searching for wild Pokemon. In the meantime, he left me in charge of the Coliseum. If you want to battle, you should go straight to the Coliseum registration desk and apply. So not only do we have Mount Battle, but we got a Pokemon Coliseum as well. That is just, it's almost like it's almost like the game. The game was once called Pokemon Coliseum. Wonder where they ever got that name from. I make Poké Snacks that wild Pokemon can't resist. Duking asked me to make them. I never imagined that I would be getting a part-time job at this age. Ho ho ho. But it's a bit too dark and chilly for mild bones to take. Oh, we got ourselves a slave up here. Unfortunately, it's not a part of the plot to save her, so just have to let it go. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating a bit. But anyways. Oh, wait. You came from another town, didn't you? On the way here, did you happen to spot any wild Pokemon? I never seen any in the wild. You know how the environment around these parts was too caustic for Pokemon to survive? But recently, people have been saying there are wild Pokemon out and about. Indeed. Well, perhaps we will see one of those, perhaps Poké spots in the future? I guess we're just gonna have to wait to see. I've never seen a wild Pokemon before. Can't wait to get my eyes on one. Oh, no! I could have talked to the other guy, but he probably doesn't have anything interesting to say. No items to gather or whatever. I'm Shirls, the chief of Pyrite Police. Are you a traveling trainer? The town has become peaceful, but there's still plenty of roughnecks around. They know how to keep us busy, what with their brawling and so on. Lots of them will go out of their way to pick a fight with you. Be careful when you're out on the streets. All right, I will do that, sir. Although I think, wait a minute. Team Snag 'em. Darn it, I got locked up over a dumb street fight. If I don't get out of here soon. Huh? Kid, are you? That thing on your arm. It can't be. Oh, nah, it's nothing. Get lost already. So we got some callbacks to Coliseum. You know, I think I might want to do a playthrough of Coliseum in the future. I have to get my hands on the game at some point, but yeah, I think it could be fun. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know down in the comments. Although I suppose by the time this playthrough's over, well, I guess we'll see. Ow, I got lumps on my head from some shiny-headed guy thumping me. I don't deny I lipped him off at first, but he took a swing at me first. You've got to let me out of here. Well... Nah, you're mean. Nah, we got bigger fish to fry. So we got a shop here. Could perhaps pick up some items, maybe. What kind of good items you got? Is there anything we can sell? Is there anything we don't need? Ah! Gosh darn controller. Nah, I think we're doing okay. Could pick up some revives. Might be handy to have. 10 of them, that's a lot of money to spend, though. Let's just stick with 5. We don't need that many. Full heal. We have 2 of them. Super potions. I think we'll just stick with what we've got for right now. It's not like I've been really using a lot of items. Those 2 that just ran off, they're named Folly and Trudley. They once belonged to Cypher, but just as mere grunts. So it seems as though Team Snag 'em has been renamed Team Cypher. So they are the same team. There really isn't much of a difference between them, I suppose. Although, costumes are different, if I remember correctly. Team Cypher's more Power Rangers-esque, whereas Team Snag 'em was more That guy we saw earlier, that guy in the prison with the bald head. Unless I'm just... like I said, I never played Coliseum, so I'm not... My memory might not be 100% correct from the playthrough I saw. Maybe there's just mixed designs, but I think there's a bit of a difference. Kind of like how in Pokemon Black and White, as opposed to Black 2 and White 2, where... kind of like how Team Plasma got a bit of a redesign. Eh. Back in those days, they wreaked havoc as if they owned the place, but I caught up with them and put them straight. I cut quite the dashing figure, don't I? It's my job to uphold the peace in Pirates. Pow! Right in the kisser. Well, I'd better return to the inn again today and get rested up. But before I do that, a little spot of exercise would be the thing. It'll let me sleep better. So, Sonny, how about we have a quick battle? How about we? Good, we'll work up a good sweat together. Well... I mean, sorry, Dobbit, but... I don't expect to get that much of a fight. Spoink! Spoink! You know, now I really am gonna work up a sweat, because... Not as... You know, not an exhausting sweat, like, oh, this is a really taxing fight, but more like anxiety, because like I gotta kill another Spoink. Like, can't we get some mercy for these Spoink? Well, I guess we'll try to just get rid of this Magnemite as quickly as possible. One shot. That's just how I like it. We got a Numel. Not too much to worry about in this situation. Spoink is just gonna splash. Can't get over that sound effect. That is just... It is just the best. Alright, but this should be the final turn. Water Gun should definitely take out Numel. A feint attack to Spoink, that should be the trick as well. And indeed it is. So that's what, the third Spoink we've had to kill. Maybe eventually we'll be able to rescue one. Maybe, just maybe. Although, even if I do catch a Spoink, I don't plan on using it because in the Emerald, the Sapphire Nuzlocke, I used a Grumpig there. Which I don't use Spoink all that often, but using it there was... that was sort of my experience with using a Grumpig. I'd like to diversify the team a little bit. So we're gonna get rid of Mud Slap. It does lower accuracy, but damage-wise, it is a complete non-factor. I think we're just gonna pick up Body Slam. It'll do much more damage. The possibility of paralysis. In the end, it's just a better attack. So we're gonna hit you with a Water Gun. Critical hit. Super effective. That is an absolute overkill of an attack. Alright, so we are picking up the momentum. Victory after victory. Finally, that we have escaped Team Cypher's lair. Things are starting to go our way. I lost, but hey, I worked up a good sweat. You're quite a toughie, I'm sure surprised. You should check out the dual square up ahead. You'll be sweating up a storm. Oh, okay, the dual square, I do remember that. Dual square is quite fun. What do you got to say? Welcome to the Pyrite Super Grand Hotel. One stay at our sumptuously appointed and most gorgeously decorated hotel in the very lap of luxury will leave not only you, but your Pokemon feeling fully restored. We don't offer a children's rate, but I'm sure you'll find our charge of 100 Poke to be a mere pittance. Will you stay with us tonight? Sure. Why not? I really think that's the only chance we'll get to explore if we don't say yes. I could be wrong, though. A boy your age traveling all alone? It's quite inspiring. You've earned this rest. So it's like a Pokemon Center, except it costs money. Okay, so maybe that wasn't really worth it. Oh well. You learn through experimentation. What item you got for me? I like how we just walk into this guy's room and we just essentially just take his stuff. I was at the Coliseum where I managed to beat my first 3 opponents, but couldn't pull off the last win. You don't win the prize if you can't put together a 4-win streak. I'm going to get some hard-earned rest and make another challenge. Alright. Can I go around? Okay, so I can get this thing. Found a focus band. Cool, cool. More goodies to add to the bag. We got nothing here. I've been traveling through the Ore region. I think the ravaged land is getting better little by little. I don't think it will be all that far off before wild Pokemon can survive out here. You don't say. Okay. What you got? Found a paralyzed heal. And you know what? While we're at it, we're not just going to steal his stuff. We're going to wake him from his nap. Oh, wild Zigzagoon. It's cute, Snore. Okay. So much for that waking him up from his nap part. But we did steal his stuff. Might as well just join Team Cypher at this rate. I mean, this Johnson guy, he's busy looking at Trudley and Folly. But man, like, he's missing the real criminal right here. The one who's running circles in front of his face. Alright, so who do we want to go with? This could be a great time to purify some Shadow Pokemon. But I just kind of want to level up our guys. Because the last thing I want to be is under-leveled going up against another Team Cypher barrage like we had last time. No, we're going to send out Mystic, because I don't want to sacrifice that speed. Actually, I don't know if this is the greatest pairing. Let's bring out Voltaire. I don't think having two normal types at the same time would be the greatest choice. I forget. Does this have any significance to anything? I feel like there's something cool here. Battle Bingo exposed. Oh, for 35 years I have spun these gears. Oh, what's with you, youngster? Do you want me to spin gears too? Or do you want to spin gears? Waha! Not to disappoint you, but this isn't a job that anyone can just pick up. Give it another 25 years, then come back. The electricity generated by this windmill powers the Coliseum and ONBS, among other places. If the gears don't break or get stolen, the windmill is an infinite source of energy. I guess the main sort of negative you can get from this place is that, I mean, everything is looking rather destroyed, rather ravaged. Not a lot of green trees, grasslands, no, not much of that. It's just a lot of technology. Alright, so here we can pick up some good healing items. Unfortunately, we have to go through the whole frickin' process. This is a really good way to save up some money, although honestly, this game I don't think is much different than from other Pokemon games where money is essentially no concern. So we got some Moo Moo Milk. Good to have. I don't think I really need to stock up on much else. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to be using those Moo Moo Milk for a while because, like I said in I think it was a couple episodes ago, but potions really at this stage, when we've only got, what, 40, 50 HP, potions at the moment are doing, you know, they're pretty effective on their own. So I think we're ready to start the battle square. Who do we talk to first? I'm liking the look of this person. Let's talk to this chick. I think that's a girl. This is the duel square where the weak fail and the strong prevail. Don't be rattled if someone suddenly challenges you to a battle. Gotta love the rhyming. Chaser Phenol. You see, you're not helping me with the name there. Like, I see the appearance, but from the overworld sprite and the name, like, how am I supposed to guess what gender? Like, the names are no giveaway. Like, the names aren't even names. What are they? Okay, so we're gonna Shockwave Lediba. We're gonna Bite Shuppet. I don't see instant knockouts from either of the two, but we can still get some severe damage, and that's really all we need at this stage. What is with the accuracy of Supersonic? 55%, and it's hit 2 out of the 2 times that it's been used on me thus far. I'd like the knockout on Lediba, though, because that is a kind of a problem with that Supersonic. Knock off, well, it's a good thing I don't have an item. Otherwise, that would be not good. So we're going to try this again. Please don't be confused, Mystic. Yes! So goodbye, Shuppet. Picking up that experience. Valuable, juicy experience. It's just what we need. Thankfully, Ladybug is going to go for something other than Supersonic. Just going for Comet Punch, which is a pretty weak attack, as you saw. And now we can just dispose of it without a second thought. Coming up next is Togepi. Altogether, her Pokemon not... Oh, whoa, not what I meant to do. Pokemon not really... nothing too much to worry about. Although powering through the confusion there would have been nice, but... yeah, we just gotta deal with it, I suppose. I could switch out, but... against these Pokemon, do I really want to do that? I guess having a Shadow Pokemon would have been a good excuse, but I don't have one on me at the moment, so... we're gonna sludge that Togepi. And if this were Gen 6, that would have been super effective, but unfortunately, Fairy-type, we don't have that luxury yet. Which in a way is a good thing. I mean, like, having to learn a new type and figure things out was... you know, for everybody, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to first really get in the groove, but I feel like I picked up on Fairy-type pretty quickly. What I liked is that it gives Poison type a bit more, it gives Poison types a bit more of, use when you're gonna send them out, because Fairy types everyone's used in the combat against, like dragons, steel types, whatever have you. Not steel types, dark types, I should say. Whatever have you. And then now I can send out my Crobat, my Gulpin, and I can just bring out, you know, Sludge Bomb, Toxic, Poison Fang, Cross Poison, whatever you got, and I will just wreck your day. Your Fairy types, they're nothing. So that's what, like a 25% chance we've had with that confusion. I've just had no luck in getting any attacks off with Mystic. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to knock out Remoraid this turn, but it doesn't seem as though that's going to be the case. And we probably would have been able to do it too if Mystic would have just not been confused. I might just go for a switch out, just kind of spread the love a little bit. Togepi just kind of slowly died, like dying to poison. Yeah, it's really not a very pleasant way to go, but I guess it's just Togepi just didn't really have much luck today. And who do I give the experience to? Actually, does it even really matter at this point? I'll just leave Mystic out. Yeah, this time Mystic able to survive it. And get the crit. Not entirely sure if it was necessary. May have been a bit of overkill, but the fact remains that we have won this battle, and that's the important thing. I feel like crying. Well, you should. You should feel like crying. Come for a visit. We're always waiting. So it seems like there's a lot of people that you can rebattle in this game, which is kind of cool. You can just experience farm. So we're going to go ahead. Mystic has taken some damage, so I'm just going to swap in for Archer. We're going to send out Avalanche this time. Let's talk to this guy. Doesn't matter to me who my opponents are, even little kids. I battle with all my might. Rider Dirt. So I guess you could say he's about as worthless as dirt. Huh? 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 No, okay. Alright, so we'll feint attack Natu, and we'll return Slugma. Honestly, I'm liking the team we got at the moment. I probably could have a better sixth team member. Like, honestly, do I want to keep going with Eevee? Because how long is it going to be until I find like a water TM? And that would make Mystic actually useful. I'm almost thinking, do I want to deposit Eevee? And now's the point where everyone's probably like, oh, you could have gone with Jolteon then. Why didn't you go? I mean, maybe not necessarily Jolteon. And I was kind of worried about that flame body. I wasn't sure if it would have it, but it does. So that kind of sucks. Our attack stat is lowered. But Archer can take this. Archer's got it. I mean, honestly, Eevee would have been rendered obsolete by most of the things that we found thus far. I mean, we got the electric type covered. We've got the dark type covered. We've got the fire type. We've got the water type. And even, like, I could bring in Baltoy, and we've got the psychic type covered. The only thing that Eevee's kind of been good for at this stage is that speed advantage, but it's not like Eevee has any attacks that have really had much of a factor to this point. Who do you think you are? I'm not losing next time. You. Alright, so who do we want to go with next? We want to keep this. Should really heal that burn. I'll put Avalanche on the back burner at the moment. Let's bring in Walter again. I like this combo. Fire and water. I think we got a good thing going here. Bonjour! Did you know my Pokemon and I match très bien? I don't think I can ever lose now. I'll show you my aggressive style. I don't think I got that French accent entirely correct. It's not one of my stronger accents. I have to do some work on that. We got Machop and Tentacool. Machop is the clear threat at this stage. We gotta get rid of that thing right off the bat. Because we got a dark type, we got an ice type, we got 2 normal types, so I will admit we are kind of weak to fighting. Having a flying type would be nice, so maybe that could be what replaces Mystic. Finally rendering Mystic obsolete. I'll fade away and... No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make a Brother Nero reference. This is a Pokemon series, but yet I still make a lot of wrestling references anyway. Not really something I can escape at this point. Oh, yeah! 1 hit! Don't even need the help. Don't even need the backup from Walter. We got it. Supersonic Mist. So finally we get that 55% accuracy is holding true to its nature a little bit. So let's Feint Attack, Body Slam, and that should be checkmate for this Tentacool. I guess while we're on the topic of Brother Nero, then we will delete this Tentacool from existence. I feel like the whole broken Matt Hardy gimmick is far more entertaining than it should be. I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe. I haven't seen a whole lot of Brother Nero and broken Matt Hardy. I saw the final deletion. That was entertaining, I will admit. You know, really, it's something like if you look at it and you're like, oh, this is a mockery of professional wrestling. Odd that this would be the video that I would talk about it, but you know, you think, oh, this is a mockery of sports entertainment, professional wrestling. This is what these two guys have been reduced to. TNA. This is despicable. You know, I don't really see it like that. You know, these guys are really just sort of. You can't take it too seriously, something like that. I don't know. I think if you just kind of sit back and, you know, not always. You can't really just tell someone, oh, turn your brain off and enjoy it like everyone else. You can't do that because you can't just turn your brain off. That doesn't work. Some people, they find things cool. Some things other people don't. It's just how society works. I mean, really, it's just, hey, if somebody doesn't somebody doesn't enjoy something, you shouldn't force it upon them. Like these Pokemon videos, you know, maybe you watch them, you like Pokemon, but there are a lot of people on the channel who, or at least a lot of people who watch my videos who, you know, they know me for wrestling videos. I'm not going to try to force them to watch Pokemon videos, but, you know, that's the thing with, like, the internet. You can subscribe to a content creator for one thing, and if they make other videos, you don't have to support them. Obviously, like, that's not what you subscribe to them for. Maybe you subscribe to them because, you know, maybe you're not into Pokemon. Maybe you're only really into wrestling, and for me, for example, you only want to watch my wrestling videos because that's only what you're into. I get that. But, you know, maybe somebody's just so entertaining that you wanna really watch whatever they put out. It all depends on the content creator, their kind of style of making videos. Like me, for example, I feel like I really thrive with my WWE videos, whereas some of the Pokemon videos I've made in the past, and even occasionally in this series, like, I don't feel like I have the same amount of charisma, the same, I feel like I don't connect necessarily with making a Pokemon video quite as well as making a WWE video. And that's also, it's not entirely fair to say, to just expect this series or any series I've done in the past to just immediately click. Because, think about it, Universe Mode, and WWE videos in general, I've made at least like 500 of them. At least, it's gotta be, it's well over 50% of the content I've made on this channel, maybe something closer to 75. So I've had a lot more time to work at it, to really develop my sort of character, my commentary expertise for wrestling. Whereas with Pokemon videos, I still have to make a few more to really find my groove, really settle into a position where, you know, I can look at it and be like, yeah, you know what? Those are some really good videos. You know, they're just as good as the WWE stuff. Not for lack of trying, it's just something, it takes a little time. You just gotta be a little patient with it. That's what I'm trying to do. Again, previously in, last time in 2014 when I did the Sapphire Nuzlocke, I thought that was gonna be it. I thought it was gonna be done with Pokemon, just cause, I don't know, I just really didn't have a whole lot of series ideas. At the time, I didn't have really much else I could venture into. Like, I was thinking maybe about the Red Rescue Team series, but I feel like I need to wait a little before I do that. Like, I have to be in the right mindset, where I'm thinking, okay, I'm ready to do this. This Red Rescue Team thing, we're gonna make this series, and it is gonna be the best damn series that we're gonna make. We're gonna go at it full out, 100%. And at this current time, I'm just not really in that mindset for a Red Rescue Team series. I really wanted to just kind of relax a little bit. This series isn't meant to be anything like super editing heavy intensive. Might be a couple moments here and there just because that's kind of the style I've adapted, is where I just like to sprinkle in a couple little advanced edits for comedy's sake. And when I say advanced edits, I mean compared to something like this where I'm just talking over the footage and playing a video game. But advanced being like, you know, maybe shake the camera a little bit or zoom or something along those lines. I feel like I've kind of just been on autopilot for a good portion of this battle. Like, I've been just kind of attacking this Dunsparce, and it's still hanging in there, but for no longer. Finally took it down. Voltaire and Walter, yeah, losing the speed. Yeah, not having the speed advantage does make for a bit of a trickier battle. Okay, so Voltaire, we're gonna swap. Let's bring back Archer. I think we're gonna stick with Walter though. Out of curiosity, who is the slowest on the team? We've already established that Archer's the quickest. 19. Oh, don't do that. 23, 25, Voltaire. Okay, 20. So, Walter is the slowest. We can confirm that now. Yeah, I don't think we battled this guy yet. You want to battle with me, don't you? I can tell. I was seized by the urge too. The urge to battle. Yes, it runs strong in all us Pokemon trainers. We all want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To purify them. No, wait. To snag them is our real test. To purify them is our cause. We will travel across the... Okay, we're gonna stop there. Yeah, let's just take out the Swinub. We should be able... I think an Ember is going to be enough to knock it out, but even if not, we're going to follow it up with a water gun just to... Wow, so even Archer, our fastest Pokemon, is slower than both of them. I wouldn't... Wait. Or did I miss something? Did Archer already try to... I had to have missed something. Did Archer attack and miss? Did I just, like, not pay attention? I used Roar? What? This controller! Ah! That's why I went last. Like, it must have just kicked over. Oh my goodness. Why do you do this game? So now we've got our speed advantage. I thought something was wrong. That explains it. Please don't flinch, please don't flinch, please don't flinch, please don't flinch. No! Walter, you've let us down. Alright, so we're gonna try this again. Feint attack. Aurora Beam. Do not fail me this time, Walter. We're counting on you. Alright, so Clamperl's done for. And Murkrow is back. This time we're gonna fight it. We're not gonna roar it away this time. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the flinch because Bagon decided to go after Archer for whatever reason. So let's hit it with an Aurora Beam. One hit knockout. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, nope. Ember. Water gun. We're gonna burn ya. And then we're gonna drown ya. I have a feeling that Archer is just gonna at some point be like 12 levels above everybody else just because he's Archer and he can just wreck face like no one else on my team. Although Avalanche is pretty good too. With Return, Avalanche is only gonna get stronger. So I don't know, maybe like Archer and Avalanche will kind of be the two standouts. Perhaps. I underestimated you. Thought you were just a kid. Well, I mean, you're not entirely wrong on that statement. Not entirely right. Bah. No, that's a shop. That is not a Pokemon Center. Oh, I see how this works. There is no Pokemon Center here. What is this? Fortune telling. How did I miss this when I first came in? What's going on here? Have you heard? Wild Pokemon have appeared. Fatine, who's considered Pyrite's mother, foretold the appearance of Pokemon in the wild. Well, it came true. It's incredible. We'll now be able to catch wild Pokemon right here in the Ore region. Find what you seek, be it an object, person, or luck. Welcome to Fatine's fortune-telling chamber. Why do I sound like Chobin, you ask? I don't know. I am Fatine. If ever a problem clouds your brow, you shall come to me. Mr. Duking, this town's leader, took my fortune-telling to heart. He searched high and low for the wild Pokemon I had foretold. His search has been rewarded. He appears to have found several locations where wild Pokemon appear. But we're not going to be told what they are just yet. So I guess we gotta fork out the extra money to heal. This is what happens when you're a Monopoly. Just get free reign over the whole thing. Put up this facade of being generous, a generous hotel, but really, you're just a Pokemon Center in disguise. And you charge to heal the injured Pokemon. Disgusting. What do we got over here? Found a Great Ball. Cool, cool. So it looks like that's the only guy we can really... Oh no, wait, there's another one. There once was a town ruled by Cypher beneath the cliff here. The town was just called the Under. When Cypher's hold over the town was broken, the Under citizens moved out into the sunlight. I'm one of them. ONBS's Nets is another former resident of the Under. They went and buried the Under to prevent people from getting to the abandoned town site. Sad to see my hometown go like that. My name's Rocket. I'm warming up right now. Can I get you to clear the way? Oh, that's it. How did... It's like, does he just... Can I, like, cut him off? Oh, yeah. So it's just... He's just gonna keep going. Interesting. That's a little unique interaction there. Alright, so this is where the Coliseum is. I don't think I really want to take the challenge just yet. When Cypher ruled Pirate, the admin in charge was a man named Mirror B. Mirror B. You want to talk about a guy with swagger. You want to talk about a guy with charisma. Mirror B. That's my boy, Mirror B. He might be a villain and all, but I mean, have you heard his theme in this game? Well, we're not going to hear it today, because that's going to be it for this episode of Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness. I will see you in the next one, so until then, keep on YouTubing. Oh yeah. This swagger. You can't compete with it. This music, it's just too good. Too sweet. Too cool. Anyways, I'll see you next time.